Each of us has a certain profit that we receive from different types of activities. There is always not enough money, whatever the level of income. Therefore, we are faced with a simple question: how can we learn to manage money more wisely? For money to come into your life, you need to develop the right attitude towards it and adhere to certain rules for attracting it. No matter how much you earn, spend less. This is a basic principle. You must first learn to live within your means to be able to move on and not deal with endless debt. The ability to limit your needs and save money is the main skill. Without it, the fulfillment of the following rules is impossible. Interesting fact: in the 60s, Stanford University conducted the famous marshmallow experiment. A group of children received a piece of marshmallow each. The researchers warned that they would leave the room for a short time, and those who didn't eat their treat during this time would receive an additional portion. The experiment showed that about 30% of children did restrain themselves and got more. Many years later, they achieved higher success in life compared to other 70%. Yes, someone can manage resources competently since childhood. The rest will have to learn, no matter how difficult it is. Prepare to spend in advance. If you understand that you need to replace your car with a new one in a couple of years, pay for your child's education or pay taxes, then start collecting money for this right now. Just calculate how much you need to save each month for this or that, and transfer that part to a savings account. Better yet, do this process automatically through your banking app. This will reduce your stress levels and allow you to spend less than you earn. Don't go into debt. Bob Berger, a Forbes expert, considers debt as a main reason that prevents people from becoming millionaires. It's not only about debts to friends and acquaintances, but also about credit card debts. The problem with credit cards is that they are always available. In fact, you have borrowed money at any time. Therefore, people often pay with credit cards for vacation, entertainment, and some kind of momentary purchases. And then they have to pay not only the debt itself, but also the interest on the credit card. Don't buy what you can't afford. To do this, you need to develop certain skills of control and restraint. When you take control of your personal finances, you will have a very nice bonus. Make expensive purchases without loans, at your own expense. Reserve fund. The reserve fund is one of the categories of accounts that need to be replenished regularly in order to achieve financial stability. Create an account, reserve fund, and monthly transfer 10% of your income to it. It will help in the event that the amount allocated for a month ends ahead of schedule. It's important not to succumb to the temptation and spend the reserve fund only in really critical situations. This is your safety cushion. You will feel confident, avoid debt, and you will always have money in case of unforeseen expenses, doctor's visit, auto repair, dismissal. Record all expenses. Good money management starts with systematization. Start by writing down all of your budget expenses. This will help not only to record income, but also to analyze it. For example, you will find that a restaurant is spending twice as much money as you thought. In addition, such accounting will make it possible to understand how much you can save each month. And it will also stimulate you to earn more. For example, you might want to buy a car not in 5 years, but 3 years. To control expenses and income, there are many mobile applications today. In such applications, it's convenient to make records for expenses and income, indicate their sources, and view statistics. And some applications allow synchronization with the bank. Invest. The advice seems obvious to many people, but only a small percentage of those who know about it invest their money. What is investing in terms of logic? This is the ability of your money to make new money. This is a situation in which money works for you and brings you additional income. Of course, there is a risk of losing your investment. No one can give guarantees here. Therefore, diversify your risks, invest in several financial baskets. Even if the bank fails and the company you bought the shares of goes down, you will still win if you think it over correctly. Investing has a lot to do with revising your spending. When you understand how an unnecessary purchase can rob you of a huge amount of money in the future, you will begin to be more responsible for spending. Read books on this topic. Study the issue very carefully, because the right investment decisions can turn you into a wealthy person in a couple of years. At the same time, your current income level is practically unimportant. Some wealthy people have been able to make a fortune without having practically a penny. You can find a playlist with several videos about the investment at the link in the description. Invest in your development and training. In any profession, it's important to constantly learn something new, improve your qualifications. The more time you devote to self-development, the more valuable your work is. If you want to be successful in your business, education is the best option for you. You can improve your qualifications and attend courses. Or you can learn from scratch that pleases you and get additional income from it. It's important to invest money and time, including in financial education. Indeed, everyone can learn how to manage cash flows and correctly invest their funds. And the sooner you start, the faster the positive effect will come. Today you can find many courses and books on financial literacy to learn how to manage money and invest. For example, you can start with George Clayson's book, The Richest Man in Babylon, to help you see the essence of financial problems. Share in the comments what rules you already follow when managing your finances.